What's up? What's good? It's Courtney B here, and I'm back with another.
I like my girls just like I like my honey. Sweet little selfish.
Today's video is a makeup review, more so a eyeshadow palette review. As we all know, we are in this season of fall and fall tones and burgundies and purples and everything dark and vampy. All over the internet and all over YouTube, a lot of the palettes that are getting the most love for this fall season are Morphe palettes. We have the Morphe 35O palette, the Morphe 35M palette, and of course the one that is the new craze right now, the Morphe 35O2 palette. One of their palettes that happened to catch my eye was the 35F palette. If you are not familiar with that palette, it is a beautiful palette that has a lot of shimmers and neutral tones, and the shimmers are deeper burgundy, and some are like a rusted olive green golden shade. I was dying. Right before I got to pay in my cart and saw that it said $27. Hey, that's when I went on the hunt. I went on the hunt to find a cheaper alternative, or a dupe is what we normally call it. And I ran across the Kara Cosmetics ES10 35 color eyeshadow palette. I have not touched this, swatched this, sniffed it, anything yet other than looking at it in the pan. We're gonna do all that today on camera. I'm just so excited. Like, being cheap is exciting. Quickly before we get started in today's video, if you have not already, you already know what to do. Subscribe to my channel. If you have not by now, you need a life. Go ahead and get your life and subscribe. And while you're at it, go ahead and hit the little bell down there so you'll never miss any more uploads from your girl, and you'll be the first to be notified. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump into this review. Right off the bat, everything in this palette is screaming fall. The Morphe 35F palette retails for, I think, $23 plus tax and shipping, so you're gonna pay almost 30 bucks. The Kara ES10 palette ran me about $14.99. I purchased this from iKate House. I would only purchase it from iKate House because the actual website will charge you almost 20 bucks. 20 bucks for a knockoff? I think not. Okay, I'm going to do a quick little demo on the eyes, you guys, a little look that you can make with the palette, and then after that we will get into some swatches. As always, I'm going to give this product a fair chance by adding my white eyeshadow primer by LA Girl. I can actually use my fingertips today because I do not have my stripper nails on. Alright, to set everything in place, I'm going to just use some regular face powder. That's what's on this brush. I don't even know what's on this brush. And then for my transition, I'm going to go in first with this shade right here, which is like a light brown shade. I'm not sure if the camera is picking this up, but it's going on pretty good. It's more of like an orangey kind of brown, and this is just going to be used as our transition. Now I'm going to take this shade right here, which is a more of like a reddish brown, orangey reddish brown. This color reminds me of Oktoberfest. Let's see how it applies. Oh yeah, this is exactly like Oktoberfest. Are you kidding me? Now, one thing I can say about this palette is that I am getting a lot of fallout. But most of the time with this is so pigmented. Are you serious, yo? Now, one thing I am going to add, I have to say, is that when you have pigmented palettes like this, you are going to get fallout, and I'm really getting fallout. I don't know if you can exactly see, but this color right here is getting a lot of kickback. But honestly, in my opinion, that does not bother me. You know, you tap off the excess, blow it away, and it's fine. It's nothing that's gonna like ruin your whole makeup look. But if that's something that is, you know, detrimental and important to you, then just let you know this palette does have kickback. But for the prices, it can kick me, can kick back, slap back, spit back, whatever it gotta do for me to save those coins. Next, I'm gonna take a little bit of this black right here to the outer corner of my eye. Blending it out, just so I can add a little bit of depth. Now, this black is pigmented, I wouldn't say it's crazy pigmentation, but it's pigmented enough. And now, but honestly, for this look, I don't want it to be a super duper intense black anyway. So this is actually perfect. I'm just gonna take back the brush that I used for that brown shade and just blend everything in together. Now, I would normally take my finger for these shimmers, but since they actually came with these little itty bitty sponge things, takes me back to childhood. Remember the makeup used to smell like candy and felt like glue? That's where this thing take me back to. This shade right here. Let's hope this brush works.
Oh my goodness.
Are y'all seeing this right now? This little funky brush is trying to do something. This brush is actually doing what it's supposed to do. But since I'm just impatient because this brush is actually really, really small, I'm going to just use my finger. I kind of want to add this brown on top of that. Let's do it. This shade right here on top of that. I'm going to take this shade right here, coppery color, now for my inner corner, this golden shade. For my bottom lash line, I am just going to apply that brown shade. Then I'm going to take some of the black and also smudge it on the bottom. Now I'm going to just apply some lashes. And the lashes that I'm using are these 3-piece eyelash set that I got from AliExpress. I'm going to go ahead and apply those and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, these are the swatches that I promised. The top half of my arm are the first couple of shades and the bottom half are the next row of shades. These are all the first 19 shades all together. And the next clip are the remainder shades of the palette. I apply this to clean skin. Okay, you guys, the eyes are finished. Honestly, I'm not sure if it's the lashes or the eye look and the colors that I put together, you know, in general. But I like the eyeshadow look. I just wish that the palette had more selections of matte that came in the burgundy shades and the other shades. Most of these in this palette are shimmers, so there isn't much you can honestly do because you can't put shimmer all over your eye. Well, I mean you can, but it's just not, I don't know, it's just not something that I would probably do myself. It feels pretty pigmented. As you guys saw, the color went on without any problem. I wish they had these colors all over here in a matte form also. I feel like I would have more freedom to do what I wanted. But with this palette, I felt as if I was constricted to just using these mattes and just having to use one of these as just a basic lid color. I like the shade range of these shimmers. I just wish that there were more matte in these shades as well to add more personality to this eyeshadow look. But now we are going to go ahead and finish up the face. For my blush, I'm going to take my Malibu Glitz blush in the shade Enchanted Orchid. I'm going to be very light with this because it is a little bright. My camera was really trying to play me this day and it cut out the part of me actually telling you what I was using. For my highlighter, I used the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Rose Gold. I feel like an anime character with this blush and this highlight. I done did it now, so I'm about to just roll with it. I'm not taking this off. For my lip liner, I'm going to use my eyeliner pencil from Jordana in Brown Suede. Now for my overall lip color, I'm going to take my L'Oreal Color Rich lipstick in the shade Nature's Blush 840. Okay, you guys, this is the overall finished product of the eyeshadow palette. I'm really digging this lip. Even though this video is about these eyes, I'm really digging this lip. I actually just found this in my makeup drawer. This highlight doesn't look half as bad as I thought it would. Okay. The overall verdict of this eyeshadow palette is it worth your money? Yes, I think it is worth your money. It's a very close comparison and a very good dupe for the Morphe 35F palette. I'm going to start off by saying that first. The palette is beautiful. The shades are beautiful. Everything is pigmented. The shimmers, the matte. One thing I would like to say is that I personally, this is a personal preference, makeup is personal, and for me, I just wish this palette did have just a little bit more matte, like I said, so that I can like mix and match and just make a little bit more with that palette. With this palette, I feel as if everything is more so limited because you have but so many mattes to choose from for your transition shade, for your bottom lash line. There's not many things that you can like curate together to get something different. That's my only hang up with this palette, my only beef that I have with Cara. Other than that, the palette is bomb. $14.99 compared to $27. Yeah, if it wasn't bomb, it'll be bomb because of the price. So yeah, y'all know how I feel about being cheap. As always, if you guys did enjoy today's video, please do not forget to give me a big thumbs up, and of course subscribe to the Beehive. I'll be so happy if you guys stick around for a while. When I'm not on this YouTube thing, you can catch me on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and Twitter. All of the above. I will leave my social media links somewhere down below and somewhere also on the screen. If you have not seen my recent uploads, I will leave some right here and right here. And a quick shortcut to subscribe, click my little picture right down here and join the Beehive family. As always, I love every single one of you. And until next time, your crown may tilt, but you never let it fall. Stay gilded.